Alrighty, what is going on, ladies and gents? Welcome back to the channel for another market update. Hope everybody's having a lovely day. And with that being said, into some TA. All right, guys, we're going to start off here with SPY's daily time frame, and then we are going to go over the other indices, then the big boys, then we got Bitcoin, guys, exciting stuff going on over on the miners. Then I got some trade ideas, some hot stocks for you guys to pay attention to. All right, let's dive into SPY's daily time frame here, guys. So I'm just gonna say we don't have the most bearish look going on here. Okay, I will, say, hey, all right, they're grinding you higher here, but you are at the end of the day going higher, and I do think with the look we got going on right now, we have some room for some further upside. I don't think price is just gonna push back up here this close to the high twice here without taking out the high. I do think we are, we're due here for a little rallyto over 464.84. And from that point, you can use these white levels you see right here as your targets. Okay, at the end of the day, I think 564.84 will be taken out, and we will be seeing a new all-time high over there. I just don't see a reason we're gonna, see price push back up and twice here and not go up. If anything, we got a little cup and handle pattern going on right there. All right, there's neckline, a little teapot, and then boop, there you go. Pop it up, bust them up. Okay. On the downside, the levels we're paying attention to is 563.67, 562.33, and if this thing really does not take out this high and you just keep pulling back here, hey, golden pocket down here, 0.618 fib at 559.29. We're watching 558.95 down there. Coming over to QQQ, guys, you did just break out of this descending parallel channel you got going on over here. You're just consolidating above the 9 right now, guys. If you close out with a hammer candlestick today and you do happen to have increasing volume, I'm going to say, hey, all right, pullback is canceled. We're going up. Probably going to break up from this little range we got going on here, and then we're going to carry along our way, all right? Just following the yellow brick road. Okay, if not, guys, we're just watching these levels below 491.17. We're paying attention to 486.86. Now, if you can't hold this zone, all right, you're holding on for dear life down here. You got like an inverse head and shoulders pattern going on here. If I can really just draw that for you guys. All right, so you got that. You're breaking out. You got the channel. You're breaking out of that. It does look like you're probably going to be breaking up from here. Okay, on the hourly time frame, we already had these, hammer candlesticks right there and right there put in. We know buyers are trying, they have incentive to hold. Okay, guys, but if we cannot recover the zone here, if you can't see price get back above 496.24, then hey, all right, there is a solid shot. We're just going to revisit 491, and if you do that, we're probably coming down here at 486.86. But I'm going to point out some things, guys. I think downside is limited from this point in time, and that's just my opinion. Everything I share on this channel is just my opinion. No financial advice will be given ever on this channel, but I will gladly share my opinion. Moving over to IWM, guys. The show goes on. We're at 224, guys. I told you, all right? 227.13. That is the final target for this rally. You want to hit it the second week second week over here into the breakout. This thing is insane. All right, just wants to keep going, guys. You could have literally bought in the gap up and just still gotten, 17 bucks in your favor over there, 18 bucks. But if you caught the whole thing, boom. All right, big boy gains. Okay, guys, IWM is a different beast. This thing is breaking 227.13, and I told you guys, I think it's coming up back up to 250. Okay, I think you got 244.46 here, but the way it was set up and what just happened, I thought it was very likely that, yeah, we've been seeing all this consolidation go down here. You're probably about to come up back up here and test an all-time high, and if not, go a little higher. I do think 250 will be, I think we're probably on our way, guys. We're halfway there from when we started talking about this, so that's that. Okay, moving over here to DIA. I'm just going to say DIA, fresh breakout. We called for this. Okay. I will never tell anybody to really trade this guy, but I will definitely tell you guys, oh, it was looking juicy. When you popped above this high over here, guys, let's just look at where that was. Okay. We're just going to go like that. We're going to go like that. Golden pocket. All right, guys. when you started getting above this on this day right here, we knew, you know, it was the beginning of the end for the shorts over here on DIA. You're probably going to be, you know, having a bouncy bounce. You're probably going to start seeing this thing start, you know, getting some upside. Guess what? We started getting some upside. And at this point, guys, you've now, you know, you're on my way to the second, you know, major target after this big breakout you had going on here. But in the short term, guys, you know, you've already hit 2 of my short term targets. You're probably going to run up to the third one and hit 414, 413.75. You know, sooner rather than later, if I had to take a guess. But now, if you do pull back, 401 is going to be your buying opportunity. That's going to be your break and retest. Guys, you just were in this range here for quite some time. Okay? Like almost half a year. You just broke up. I think this rally is just getting started. And that's that. Come over VIX, guys. It did pop up to the top of the channel. All right. Or top, not the channel, top of the range we got going on right here. You're starting to get sellers. Okay. I honestly do think a VIX crush from here is likely, but I will also acknowledge that you have this going on right here. And, you know, you're doing a little thing there. You got a little inverse head and shoulders action right there. Okay. If you want to do that, you got a left shoulder ahead and a boom, right shoulder. Okay. Either way, if this 15-minute RSI starts getting oversold, look for it to bounce. If it gets overbought, look for it to start selling off. But I'm also going to say I think a VIX crush from here is likely, and I think we see price start pushing towards the bottom of the range down here. That is that. Okay, just with how things are looking over on SPY, my opinion. All right, moving over to the semis, guys. These semis aren't honestly looking too bad. On the 15-minute time frame here, you can see you have this downtrend. You're breaking out of that downtrend. You're just like literally now doing it. I don't know. Well, I mean, you haven't done it yet, but you're about to do it. You have this descending parallel channel. I think this thing is probably going to be pushing back up the high. I shared my thoughts the other day. When you push up to this high, guys, any pullback from here is a buying opportunity. I think, you know, hey, if we do pull back, 263.08, that's a valid level there for buyers to hold. And then we, you know, have a decent bounce back up. Probably like a $10 bounce in our favor over there if we take it at the level. But honestly, this thing is just consolidating above the 9. Doesn't look so bad. And, you know, we already pushed up to the fresh high. I expected to go higher. Either way, I'm expecting a higher low on this pullback. I don't really care where it happens from. Not looking so bad. All right, not looking so bad. And you guys, we did start breaking down today. We are, of course, watching the 125.50 level that we had paid attention to. We've been calling out for quite some time. You're breaking down this range. Okay, this range was like a $6, $7 range there. You're breaking down from it. Okay, so we really could be coming all the way down here to like 122.50 to 125.50. That's that. NVIDIA, all right. I think a big buying opportunity is setting up right over here. First of all, you are coming down to the golden pocket. Doesn't really matter where you start that at. You sold off from this golden pocket. You're coming down to the other one. You did not hold your breakout level right there. You found buyers there for a little bit. So congrats if you took the profits on that trade idea right there. All right, maybe got in and out. But I am just going to say you got this little downtrend here. And other than that, what are you paying attention to? Firstly, hourly RSI, regular hours. You get down there, all right, it's probably going to be bouncing if you're in the zone right here in the golden pocket. But on the extended hours, all right, 4-hour RSI, guys, if this thing comes down to 119.32 down to 115.82, 4-hour RSI is going to be oversold. That is going to be a major buying opportunity, and you have a chance to just make some easy money. All right, so there's that. We got a few easy money opportunities we'll call out in this video. So that is NVIDIA. AMD over here, 172.49. That's the level to be paying attention to. All right, on this, you know, pullback right here. Regardless, low volume pullback. I like what I see there. We do have earnings right around the corner, so, you know, premiums are a little juiced. SMCI, guys, still just consolidating right over here. It's being a little troll. You guys aren't new to the channel, you know SMCI, AMD. Those are the little trolls here on this channel. That's that. But it is getting ready for that big move, in my personal opinion. TSM, guys, all right, you're in this range, week and a half going on here, and it's consolidating above a previous high, above the 9 here. If I had to take a guess, it's going to move up. But if it does move down, then hey, you watch right here, 176.06. And, you know, I'll put an alert right there just so we can, boom. All right, take advantage of that guy if it comes into us. All right, moving on from the chips, we're going to go over the big boys right here. Amazon. So this is one of them free money opportunities. No financial advice will be given here on this channel, but we do have this thing not looking all too bad here in terms of this 4-hour RSI being oversold, and then you just kind of being $5 above this major breakout level over here. If you come into this level, guys, expect buyers to step in. All right, I think I shared my thoughts in yesterday's video, but you come into this level, free money. All right, from here down to here, September calls free money. All right, but if you come down here, August calls free money. That's my opinion. I'm going to keep it short over there on Amazon. I do think this rebound will be bought, and that'll be that. Microsoft over here, guys, is another free money opportunity. 4-hour RSI was getting into oversold territory down here earlier when you were at the low, coming right into support. You are getting bought up now. You do have that 4-hour hammer, so close out with this thing in 32 minutes. And, you probably do get bought up here, at least, till 451, just about there. But, guys, this is where you normally have your major buying opportunities. And if it doesn't happen here, it's going to happen all the way down here. I can't imagine you just fall after printing a candlestick like that on the day. So if you don't tank into open, this thing is looking like it's probably going to revisit 456.17. This is your easy money opportunity. The only thing is we have big tech earnings right around the corner. So a lot of these expirations, they're just going to be juice. So you got to either play weeklies or next week's expiration, which sucks because you want the easy money. Guess what? You got to pay juice premiums, and the payout's not going to be as good, even though you're taking the same risk as you would have if earnings wasn't right there. But you come over to Amazon, these premiums, guys, they're really well priced right now. All right, in my personal opinion, for the moves it's known to have, I think they're very well priced, and that is that. Moving over here to Apple. Okay, you're respecting your break-in retest going on over here at 233.08. We're going to come over here regular time hours. Okay, just kind of stair-stepping your way. You do have this little flag action going on here. Okay, so I do think there is a chance here that this thing is kind of just about to break up. Okay, you got something going on. Something's cooking in the kitchen over here on Mr. Apple. But quite frankly, guys, consolidating above a previous high, that's not a bearish thing. Now, if you start losing 233.08, you get like a daily close underneath there. Then we watch for the next level to be tested down here at 225.77. Under there, 220.20. But honestly, guys, I don't think it's worth being a bear. I really don't. Not until this thing starts showing. I'm not just talking about Apple, just the market. I just, don't see the risk reward there. I think it's so much easier to just just wait for these pullbacks to come. We get every few weeks across the board and take advantage of it. And when they're not there, you just play a little more aggressive setups, and that's that. But a lot of the times you're going to have these free easy money setups that I call out here in the channel, like what I just pointed out. All of those things are oversold. Just go buy 30 to 60 days out and you're likely to make money over there, like, good amount, even with the earnings premiums. But I will say, all right, earnings is a surprise catalyst. So, I don't suggest holding it. No financial advice, of course. There's that. Good guys, sloppy mess. We're not even going to talk about it, but I do think 179.95 is coming, and that's that. All right, now moving on to some trade ideas, guys. We called out Ulta reversal is loading. Okay, reversal is loading. They hit you with the fake out yesterday. What happened today, guys? You are pushing Friday's highs. You want to break above Friday's highs. You are stalling out at, take profit number one up there. I just deleted the level by accident. 411.60, but above 411.60, guys, 422.10, and then 439.98. That would be coming. Okay, you had a nice base that you're breaking up from here. It was, 2.5 months. I expect some further upside. Another one we talked about when it started breaking out over here. Okay, we talked about this on the weekly update. This thing is looking amazing. Okay, fresh breakout yesterday, followed by this massive day today. Congrats if anybody did play cat. I know, a few people in the Discord had this cat calls here. This is insane. All right, this is insane. So congrats if you did have cat calls, because you caught an absolute ripperoonie. I just looked at the weeklies. These things are, up near 1,000% right now. Insane move at a cat after that breakout. But guys, honestly, after this kind of movement, you break above 364.43. It's probably coming to 381.03. I understand the daily RSI is up there, but hey, this thing has been known to rip. and it's just broke up from this bull flag. So if we get consolidation, that's the buying opportunity over here on Mr. Cat. And that's that. That rhymes. D King, another one we talked about, just continuing to doing its thing over here, right? You're above the daily 9 at this point. You broke up from this base. I think it was like a 2 to 3 week base, 3-week base. All right, a little range action going on in the golden pocket. And then boom, you broke up, and now hey, here on the weekly time frame, it does look like you could continue higher. And if it doesn't manage to break up here on the weekly time frame from this bull pennant, that is when things get spicy and we can revisit these upper levels up there. Okay, for the time being, above 40.07, which you're coming into right now. Okay, high of day was 40.03. You're getting pretty close there. Above 40.07, you're watching 41.15. Above there, you watch 42.77, and that is D King for you. Square continuing to do its thing, but it does look like it's going to pull back. On the pullback, what are we watching? 70.10, and if it can come back under there, I want it over here. Okay, you see my alert? I think it's in right there. You can see it too. Yeah, that's where it broke out from. If we get that opportunity, I think that's going to be a glorious buying opportunity. But quite frankly, here on the weekly time frame, this looks like it could just keep shooting up. Same thing like Cat over there. SoFi continuing to do its thing. You are now at 780. You've came above our supply zone, and you are trying to push the high here on the weekly time frame, guys. You're pushing the last like high we got going on here. Okay. You break above here, you're coming up here. All right, you come in at 918. Congrats if you loaded SoFi when we started talking about it down there. We told you when it was time to go. When it was definitely time to go, we told you about it, but we talked about it here on this hammer candlestick as well. Well as over here, we talked about it, but you know, as we see, consolidated a little bit. It based around for a little bit, and now it's broken out, guys. We had a lot of these bases going on here. That's what I'm saying, guys. Just be patient. We cover so many setups here. We got really good setups to come with you. Like, you know, you don't have to rush into things. That's what I'm getting at, guys. We continuously have, you know, a lot of A+ setups that just happen to come along, guys. It's not by chance. It's because the market continuously sets up. You don't have to rush into things. There are always, you know, A+ setups out there. And if you know your setup and you continuously take those odds on, you know, the setup, you know, it works, and you give yourself time, all right, extra odds in your favor right there, you know, your success rate's going to be high. And over time, guess what? All right, you're just going to have all those little solid reps, and they all are going to stack up. And that's all you really got to do, guys. All right. I retweeted something this morning. Longevity in this game, that is, you know, the way to go. And over time, you're just going to become a better market participant, and you'll be able to take more money from the market. And that's just, you know, all in all, that's how you win this game. You could win it from getting big wins pretty quick, and you just, you know, get a lot of money, and that's how you beat it. Or you can play the long game, the winning game, in my opinion, which is just, hey, just focus on staying here, putting in good reps, all right, being a solid, active market participants. And over the years, guys, you're going to get better and better and better. You're going to accumulate more money. And, you know, you're going to have something that's priceless, which is the skill set of markets, guys. The markets are super freaking cool. There's nothing more tough in this world, I don't think, than this. Okay, I saw like a tweet the other day from a doctor saying trading is much harder. And you know, I don't know nothing about being a doctor, but I do know what it's like to be, you know, an active market participant for years on end now. And yeah, I agree. Other people, they don't know what I'm talking about when I try and talk about them in person. So, you know, I think that is the way, guys. Just keep stacking that skill set. Let's move on. All right, Upstart, guys. You are continuing to explode. I did tell you guys, if you can take out 28.97, you don't really have anything until you come all the way up here to 36.96. That is a big spot up there. All right. So you're really just kind of exploding over here. And on the weekly chart, it looks like you could just continue higher. You already have the increasing volume on the week, and it's only Tuesday. All right. We're coming up to this golden pocket, baby. Small caps that were going to continue heating up, they're now continuing to heat up. Target, guys, this thing is also continuing to heat up. Reversal was in progress. We talked about it here on the bottom. We talked about it on the retest. And then, yeah, you guys see, the rest was history. 155.80 and above there, 162.21. That's what you're paying attention to, okay? All right. I don't know if we talked about any Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin's doing its thing. It's going a little crazy. Okay, so I'll just quickly run through that. 66624, that is the next level, key level that I'm going to be paying attention. I know it's a lovely number right there. And yeah, if you get there, guys, CLSK very well could run to this 2360 level up there. It was finally time. I told you guys the big move was coming. And these are the safe, easy money, free money plays, I like to call them, that it's just kind of screaming in your face buy. And if you just patiently wait for these, and these are the ones you consistently take when you see them on these companies, you know, just aren't going to die, all right? Like, you know, there's these, but also just Meta, Microsoft, Apple, Google, Amazon, you know, the big chip stocks. Focus on them because that's where the money is, that's where liquidity is, and that's where, you know, you get oversold readings like we get sometimes. They're going to start popping back. Combine that with a setup like what we got over there on Meta right now. It's not looking bad. I don't even think I went over Meta. All right. But you came down here to the golden pocket here. Yes, you broke under 496.01 support, but what you do have now is the golden pocket, and you are very close to hitting that 482.50 level. Your downside is extremely limited, in my personal opinion, over here on Meta. And I do think you're going to start bottoming out over here and then pushing back up. And I do think that is going to happen before earnings. You have earnings on July 31st. Okay. So I do think next week's expiration, I think that's a valid move. All right. I think you have a chance at seeing from down here back up at 496 all the way back up to 510 if you get real lucky. So that's that. If you start coming into 502 to 504, you know, there you go. All right, guys, so that's what I got for you today. And with that being said, Mara has freaking exploded and is now in the golden pocket. And things have gone pretty crazy. But with that being said, I will catch y'all in the next video. Peace.